Hi, my name is Joel, and today we're going to take a look at checkmating the king on the back rank. What is the back rank? The last row, that is 1 and 8, is called the back rank. A back rank checkmate is when you have all your pawns. When you checkmate the king on the back rank, the king is there on either 1 or 8, and the the king simply cannot move because there are no escape squares, and we can checkmate the king either with a queen or with a rook. That's famously how the back rank checkmates are. The first thing I notice is there are two rooks which are preventing us from having that back rank checkmate. I notice if I were to take this bishop, this rook would take our bishop again. If I were to go from d4 d6 to b4 and the rook were to take it, there's only one more bishop left. Then I notice that there's another sacrifice in there, right? What if I take this bishop which is on e2, right? Once you take that bishop on e2, this rook would again take it, right? It will go from e1 to e2. And after that happens, this last rook which I have can simply deliver a checkmate. Why can it deliver a checkmate? Because the king cannot move ahead to defend this rook, which will have to block the checkmate. I had played this puzzle earlier and I had this similar idea, but I played a wrong sequence of moves. I'll just show it to you right after I solve this puzzle for you guys. I take the bishop, I sacrifice my rook, forcing this rook to take my rook, and I deliver checkmate. The king cannot move ahead to defend this square. Also, using the king as a primary source of defender is generally a bad idea, right? Because the king's main job is not to defend, and the rook has to come back from e2 to e1 to block the check. I see that since this rook isn't defended, I can simply deliver a back rank checkmate. Now back to my idea. What I had done after this move was taken is I had played this, right? But there are actually two things which are bad with this. One, the king can simply come ahead to defend this rook. Two, they don't even have to take, right? They can just drop this. They can just simply drop the rook back. They can just simply drop the rook from b4 back to b1, and everything's defended now. I haven't made any progress, right? And I would actually argue saying that we are currently losing, considering the fact that we're down material. So, yeah, we have to think in a strategic manner whenever we are close to checkmating the king. There's always a checkmate available there. We just need to find it. I hope you understood this concept of back rank checkmate. Thank you.